family. So if you've seen over the past few days, I've had teaser videos for 3 different seats, and it has all led up to this, the Battle Royale. So the first part of the video here is going to be me riding on my Saddlemen step-up seat. As I'm sure you've seen in my step-up video, I've kind of went into the full details of the step-up seat already, but I figured I'd go ahead and rehash a few of them here for the sake of this conversation here today. So my Saddlemen comes with the stitched seating, so I didn't go for the tuck and roll, went with the stitched. And I think honestly the tuck and roll probably would have added just a little bit more cushion to it, but by no means is it uncomfortable at all. I mean, now that I even threw the legends on there, I don't know if there's anything that's going to beat this seat. So again, I got about probably close to 2,500 miles on it now, and I like the fact that it offers the back support. So when I want to stretch out and put my feet up on the crash bar, I can actually kind of lean back, and for, you know, maybe 4 inches on the small of my back, I'm able to I can actually lean back and, you know, take a little bit of a strain off the arms, a little bit of a strain off of the back. It feels really good. The caveat with this seat is it does take a while to break in, but I think that can be said for most seats as well. This one does have the gel padding insert in there, so that might make it a little bit longer to actually break in, but once it does, whew, I'll tell you what, once it does break in, you're going to be hard pressed to find a better seat. Another thing I love about this seat is it locks you in place. Again, with that back support, you kind of feel like, not like that you're in a car seat, but you feel like you are locked in, kind of like jet fighter mode. So like you get a turn and you can just go, and you have no reservations that you're not going to slide around, your butt's not going to go side to side, or you don't feel like you're going to fly off the back of the motorcycle. So overall comfort of this seat drastically increases over time. So if you were to have asked me when I first got the seat what the comfort level was, I'd probably say 5, 6 out of 10. I'd say now it's probably an 8, 9 out of 10. And it could still be breaking in a little bit too. I could go all day on this seat, no reservations. This could be very well be my everyday seat. Just because, I mean, it's that good of a seat, guys. It really is. Now, let's get into the pricing of them. So the price on this one, I believe, is around $450. You can get it with some other options, some different stitch options, which I kind of wish I did at the time, but I didn't really want to shell out all the extra cash just for some stitching colors, I guess you could say. Just act natural. That wasn't a cop. That wasn't a cop. It was a cop, but I think I didn't break the speed limit. You stay there. Cool. Go back to your quarantine home. This is essential business, right? Making entertainment for the people who are stuck at home, that's essential. Anyway, so that's what I really like about this seat. 1, it locks you into place. 2, it's comfortable. And 3, it adds the additional back support needed. I'll try and do the same thing for the other 2 seats that I preview for you here today. Again, these aren't going to be in-depth things. These are just going to be my impressions for what I like best. I'm going to go on the same loop 3 times. So if you really want to get down and dirty into the analytics of it, you could probably see if the bike moves differently, if my seating position seems different. I'm not going to change anything with the camera setup until I'm completely done. This is the Saddlemen step-up seat for the 06 to 17 Dyna. Check them out on their website. There's many vendors who could also hook you up, sometimes for even a little bit lesser amount. So make sure you do check out all your sources before you do go ahead and take the plunge on this seat. Now I might also give you two other insights here again, and they're a little bit different seat. They're both solo seats, so it is kind of, again, kind of comparing apples to oranges, but I'm looking for the seat that I could throw on and just ride around all day on. And so I don't care if it's a 2-up, I don't care if it's a solo, whatever does the job, that's what I want. So we'll go ahead and get you to the next seat now. Cinematography magic engaged. All right, we are on to seat number 2. And this one here is going to be the Harley Davidson Sundowner solo seat. I've only taken about 3 turns since I've put the seat on here this morning. It's different. It's very, very different. So the first thing I noticed with this seat is I am definitely sitting up much higher than the step-up seat. I think I probably have another, I don't know, 2 inches, 3 inches taller on this seat. It's just that I noticed at that stop sign just now, I was able to flat foot, but it wasn't the typical flat foot that I can normally do on the Dyna. You just sit really nice and low. So with me being up higher, it's throwing off what I feel is my center of gravity a little bit. It's just something about it seems a little weird, and I'll give it the full loop. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of acclimation to get used to something new and different. But as of right now, it just gets a weird vote. When I was talking about what I liked about the step-up before, these next 2 seats have none of that, which is they have none of the back support. So when I get on it, I'm kind of not holding on for dear life, but I do have to, I feel like it's in my back of my mind, like I could slide off the back of this thing real easy. I don't think it's going to happen, just what it kind of feels like. Alright, gotta avoid this loose sand again. Alright, and it's just, I don't know. As someone else who's maybe had experiences with different seats like I have, maybe you could chime in below, but the Sundowner, it's just, I don't feel like the bike handles as well with it, which maybe it's a familiarity thing, but I don't have the confidence like I do in the step up to really lean into those turns, really get low. I feel like my butt would just slide over to the right and fall off. As far as the comfort of it goes, I mean, if I was just doing, I don't know, like 100 miles straight shot road, this is like sitting on my couch. It's probably as thick as my couch cushions are too. When I get off the bike and show you guys the far away shot, you'll be like, holy cow. So it's comfortable. I didn't feel many of the bumps in the Saddlemen step up, but I really don't feel them here. Now again, without that back support, I do feel like my back is twinging up just a little bit, which is not ideal, especially if you're going to be going for long stints at the time. Let's see how it feels here. Yeah, I mean, I'm able to get low. It's just not the same confidence level, and it's actually getting a little bit better now that I've put a couple miles on it. Yep, Mr. Officer is still there. He's gonna be like, what's this Yahoo doing? the Solo looks good. I feel like it does serve that purpose, that if I wanted to not have the look of the 2-up, it does suit the need for that. But do I like it better than the Saddlemen? No. There's a reason why this seat retails for $249 and the Saddlemen retails for $450-ish. I mean, there's a noticeable difference in the overall experience, I guess would be the best word for it. Woo, yeah, see, I adjusted there. I'm not sure if the camera picked me up moving like that, but I adjusted there, and where the step up would still keep me in place, I was up over the lip a little bit. I think overall for a $250 seat, which you can find them on sale at like Utah Harley Davidson for like $212, $213, I think is what I looked it up earlier today. It's a good seat. I mean, if I wasn't spoiled by the Saddlemen, I would say this is probably going to be, this would probably be a winner. But that's my initial impressions of the Sundowner. We will now go to the final seat right now. Alright, well, if the Sundowner seat raised me up, this one definitely brings me back down. The last seat here is a seat by Revere called the Solo Journey seat. I think it's actually technically made by Mustang. This is my actual first initial test ride with the seat. The Sundowner I at least had a couple rides on beforehand. This is the first time. I've had it mounted a couple times, but I never had the weather opportunity to actually get out there and ride with it. And yeah, initial impressions are back to my more natural position, my natural riding position. But do I even have a seat on right now? Holy moly. So I bought this one used as well, so I don't know if this one has just never been broken in, but wow, it is very, very firm to the point where it's almost uncomfortable. So yeah, definitely out of the three, the least comfortable. But over the Sundowner, it does feel like it gives me that rocket ship feeling of the step up, where I have a little bit more confidence to get in my turns. There's a little bit of a lip in the back, and maybe if I lost some weight it wouldn't be such a bad thing, but it's digging, it's not supporting the back, it's digging into my back right now. I'm cruising on very soft roads and it hurts. It hurts a lot. This is worse than the stock seat was. This is rough. Now, to give it a fair opinion though, I'll revisit and give it a chance to break in, but I don't know how often I might actually put it on the bike. Might be a good wall decoration more than anything. But what I do like about this one is kind of like the step-up seat, you can get it done in custom stitching. Now this one I did buy used, so I didn't pay the full retail on it, but the previous owner had it done in a orange stitching with orange piping on it, and it just fit the look of my bike. And I was like, ooh. And the price he was asking wasn't too much. Starting to see why he asked what he asked for, because it's so rough, but it looks good. It looks really, really good. My guess is this will be my show seat. So if, like, Rawhide Harley or someone local's having a bike night that's 7-8 miles from home, and I'm just gonna go there and park the rest of the night, that might be the perfect seat for that, because it does, out of the three seats, I think it does look the best. It definitely has that chopper bobber look that I really do love. Yeah, oh, that hurts. So accelerating onto the back ridge, it's like it digs into my tailbone. It's not comfortable at all. I'm trying to find a way I can, if I lean forward more like a crotch rocket, hey, that's not so bad. I look like a tool looking like this, probably. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I was really hoping to like this seat a lot, because it was the one, again, that I had not tried out, that I had on my wall. The only thing I feel like this seat has going for it is looks. You're not going to go very long on this style seat anyway. Am I going to get rid of it? Nope. I'm keeping these three that I have, because I do think ultimately they all serve a purpose. They all have a usage to them. So let's start with the bottom one, this one. So I'm calling this one the loser. So with the loser, the one thing that it has over the others, I believe, is the look. It has the look of just that stripped down, awesome looking motorcycle look. It'll be great for shows, but I don't think it's going to be used much beyond that. The Sundowner would be number 2. It is probably the most cushioniness, but again, it raises me up so high and doesn't have the back support, I lose a little bit of confidence with it. When will I use that one? It's a good question, because the winner, the step up from Saddlemen, 1, looks dang good, 2, it's super comfortable, and 3, it locks me in place. It does everything I need it to. So I could almost say I could ditch the other 2 seats, just have 1 seat in my garage, just the Saddlemen step up, and I would be very, very happy. If anyone else has experience with these 3 seats, definitely post a comment below. I'd be curious to see, like, if you've ran this Revere seat, if you've had the same sort of harshness that I've had in like the tailbone section, and if you've ran the Sundowner, how you've felt on it compared to maybe something else that you've ridden. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little comparison that I have put together for you. By all means, it's just my personal opinion, not really much fact to it outside of just, again, little 5-10 minute jaunts around, same loop, just to kind of get that same feeling on all 3 runs. So, well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and as always, I will catch you on the dark side, as this is the way. ChopperFett seeing ya later.